Hello, welcome to your Soulprint Pick Your Crystal weekly reading for the weeks of July 2nd through the 8th. Today we have a beautiful blue stone. We have some green fluorite, calling that green. And we have this little cutie, and we're going to call it Aqua. So take a moment and see which crystal or crystals call out to you. And we shall get started. Okay, here we go. Starting with the blue. Nine of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Eight of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. All right. So, the the Nine of Pentacles is about being independent, having financial success, having material security. The Ace of Swords is about triumph over adversity, inner strength, perhaps mental clarity. The Eight of Swords is feeling restricted by fear, feeling withdrawn, not having that mental clarity. And the Wheel of Fortune, of course, is the Wheel of Fortune. So that's bringing you good luck. All right, so let's take a look at what this is talking about. This very much feels like you are currently working on or even preoccupied with trying to come up with a strategy, something that is going to bring you the kind of financial security or abundance that you are looking for. And by and large, this does not feel like a card where you have achieved it. All right. This feels more like something where you want to accomplish it. So what you need to understand is that those ambitions can be realized. You have to be clear with your thoughts. You know, very often when we're trying to achieve financial success, it's because we feel panicked about the lack of it. And as long as you are being panicked about the lack of it, you only attract more lack. So it is about harnessing and corralling your thoughts so that what you desire is actually the thought and what is preoccupying your thought. It's about the success of it. It's not necessarily about the, meat and potatoes of it. It's not necessarily about the strategy. That comes, make no mistake, but it's about how you think about it. And taking those ambitions, those thoughts, and actually turning them into an ambition. It's important to know that with the Eight of Swords there, you're kind of gently being reminded that, fear has a power, a very powerful power, all on its own. And when we feel restricted, we feel scared, we can't figure out how to see our way clear, we can't figure out how to kind of get out of the sort of mental imprisonment that we're in, where our thoughts go round and round and round, and they're not particularly productive or supportive. The Wheel of Fortune is here reminding you that blessings and serendipity come in all directions at all times. So mostly what this is talking to me about is a need to have that financial security. And of course, financial security means different things to different people. So it's sort of important just from the get-go that you actually figure out what it means to you, what that looks like. And then understand that allowing thoughts of fear or inadequacy to rule your mind is not helpful, because your thoughts need to be very powerful, very clear, And honestly, you kind of have to believe in miracles because the Wheel of Fortune is going to bring you one. But you have to believe it. You have to completely trust that that which is in your highest good is manifesting. And in order for it to be in your highest good, that means your thoughts have to be clear and high and of a high vibration. Don't allow yourself to feel trapped. Don't allow yourself to feel useless or hopeless or I can't see my way out of this. Of course you can see your way out of this. And you sit down and you take a bunch of deep breaths and think it through carefully. Think it through. Listen to the words you say and understand that they have power. So the words had better be positive. The Wheel of Fortune is here basically to reassure you that you can absolutely achieve it. But you have to believe it first. Alrighty. Let's look at the green. The Emperor, Six of Cups, the Magician, and the Sun. Wow. Alrighty. So, the Emperor. The Emperor is about security, success. It is about abundance. It can be about being a mentor or looking for a mentor. It is about creating that place and space where you are able to move forward in a powerful and sure way. The Six of Cups is kind of interesting here because the Six of Cups, generally speaking, is about kind of returning to, right? So this can be about thinking about things from the past or, remembering things from the past. In this connotation, it honestly feels as if something from your past is going to help you find the pathway, the magic to take you to that feeling of accomplishment and success and love and happiness. So this is really about looking carefully at what you want and how you want to achieve that success. The Six of Cups is an interesting thing because you know what? It can be about people from the past or memories from the past, but it feels a little bit more expansive than that. I don't know if it might be a book you reread from the past, or music you hear, or just other aspects of a younger time, a time before now. And that may, in fact, help bring you to a place where you can actually see and accept the magic that's coming for you. The Magician is about knowing that you have all the tools of your toolbox at your disposal and understanding that you can pull it together, bring it together, and make that success you are seeking. All right. So perhaps you are in business. Perhaps you are employed still, or perhaps you own a business. There can be something from before that brings forward that sense of, I can do this. I have the talent, I have the strength, I have the clarity. Maybe I've been focusing on one tool instead of other tools, and maybe I should take a look at the other tools in my toolbox, because ultimately this happiness and this success is what you want. It's there for you to achieve, but you want to stay very kind of focused and clear-headed about it. But whatever this is, it bodes extremely well for you. Extremely well. All right, and let's look at the Aqua stone. Here we go. Okay, we have the Hermit, the Five of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. All right. So both of these sword cards, the Five of Swords is sort of about, it can be about competition. It can be about conflict, sort of petty quarreling, that kind of thing. The Two of Swords is about finding yourself sort of in a stalemate, not being able to see clearly, not being able to figure out which way you want to go. It is as if your very thoughts are obscuring your vision. Your thoughts, in fact, instead of helping, are hindering. Now, the Hermit and the Eight of Wands are interesting here because the Hermit is talking about that cocooning, that time of quiet reflection, that feeling of almost like I needed to seclude myself to protect myself, or I needed to seclude myself to allow myself time to heal or recover. And perhaps during this time of the Hermit, that is when you started to see things a little bit more clearly. Perhaps that is when you started to see that this sort of, quarreling and difficulty and just sort of things that you didn't think were fair, things that you didn't think were honest or above board, have taken you to a place where you feel stymied, you feel blocked. So the good news is, because you've taken the time to figure out what your actual feelings and thoughts and emotions are, you are now able to set in motion that positive energy going forward, and that creates sort of a flurry of activity. It talks about fast progress, specifically after delay. And so this was the delay, right? It was needing to go to that place of quiet so that you could allow yourself to sort through stuff. And whether that is work stuff or personal stuff or financial stuff or whatever stuff, it is about you taking the time to perhaps gain perspective, find some clarity, and to recognize and realize that no matter what has gone on in the past, you do have the power to move forward. You have the power to harness your thoughts and bring them to a place where you can take off the blinders so you can see your way forward. And that has created or will create this fast momentum forward. And again, wands are communication, right? They're words, but they're also actions. So this could very well be recognizing that it is now time for you to get moving. It is now time for you to put actions to your words. It is now time to recognize that communications can come rapidly and you're going to need to respond rapidly. So I'm hopeful that the period of healing and the recognition of some difficult truths has taken you to a place where now you are able to move forward without carrying the burdens of this situation on your shoulders. The purpose of the Hermit was to see it, recognize it, and release it. Because things are going to start moving and they're going to start moving quickly. And it's going to be important that your words match your actions and your actions match your words. Alrighty. Once again, thank you so very, very much for being here. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye.